Ole was booking at the time, was he not?
Yeah, I believe so.
So I know that you yourself would go on to help with booking when you came to Georgia, but overall, what did you think of having an active wrestler as the booker in a territory?
I don't mind having an active wrestler booking, but I'd like an active wrestler that has a brain. Ole was good at booking Ole.
I got you. So, well, let me say he's featured all over this stuff as I'm watching it back, where it's like, you can tell he's booking because he is all over the damn product.
Yeah.
And being positioned as a tough guy, and I get it. Like, it's you got to walk a weird fine line. It's this competitive business. I mean, overall though, Ole's booking style, like, it's, you and I have talked about it. He's got like this. He was a great promo, and he could tell a story in the ring.
Yeah.
What did you think of his storytelling ability when it came to booking others?
He lacked big. That's one of the reasons I wound up with the job. That was a real funny incident. We might as well tell it now.
For sure.
I'd been in Charlotte, and the Briscoe brothers, who were part owners of Georgia, they owned part of that territory.
Mm-hmm.
And we were making a road trip one night, and they told me, said, why don't you go on over to Georgia? You're not happy here, and just be quiet. Just wrestle. But there's something big's going to happen for you. I'm like, okay, what the hell, because I couldn't stand Charlotte. And I went on over there, started wrestling, and Ole had turned around and made Buzz Sawyer the booker.
Oh,
yeah.
Buzz is all over this product too, by the way. I'm seeing an awful lot of Buzz.
Buzz Sawyer made himself got made the booker, and then who's wrestling the Road Warriors? Buzz and his little brother Brett.
Yep.
They're midgets compared to the Road Warriors.
They were.
Especially Brett.
Oh yeah.
He weighed like 175 pounds. And here's what's even worse. They were beating the Road Warriors.
Unbelievable.
Every night. But I'm keeping my mouth shut and doing my job. Well, one Sunday, the Omni always ran on Sunday. It was a big deal in Atlanta. And I look on the card, and I'm booked against Jerry Briscoe. I'm
That's
like,
a good
holy
opponent.
shit. Jerry Briscoe? What the hell am I doing wrestling him? I don't need to be doing jobs already. That's what I was thinking. So I'm kind of antsy about it, waiting to talk to him, and he's nowhere to be found. The matches start. We're on fourth. He's nowhere to be found. Second match is over. He's nowhere to be found.
Oh, Lord.
Third match is in the ring. And just as it's over, I catch a glimpse of him running to get dressed. Well, they had me go to the ring. I went to the ring. The bell's ringing for him. He finally comes running out to the ring. We get in the ring. We start wrestling around, blah, blah, blah. Nothing, just doing our stuff. And we build the match. Got the heat going. He started making his comeback and told me to cut him off. And I'm like, cut you off? Because I thought he was taking it home. And I cut him off, and he said, DDT. What?
All right.
So I hook him, and I DDT him and cover him. And he says, do you want the job as booker? And I said, hell yeah. And he goes, don't take anything less than 100% control. Okay.
Wow.
And that's how it happened, in the ring. So I go back to the locker room. I'm getting dressed. I hear Ole screaming, Jay, get your ass in here. So I go in there, and here's the Briscoes and some other people, and I can't remember who all was there. Oh, gosh.
Well,
anyway,
if Buzz was booking, it's safe to assume he was
present. No, Buzz wasn't present, no.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, we're getting a new booker, and it's you. Ole's looking at me. Yeah, it's fucking you. Can you believe that shit? And the Briscoe brothers like, Ole, God damn. And I said, well, I won't, I'd love to do it, but I won't do it with that 100% control. 100% control? Are you fucking kidding me? I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You know? Oh my God. It was brutal, man. But when it was over, I had 100% control.
Wow.
I brought in talent. I hired talent. I fired talent. The only thing I wasn't doing was writing the checks.
That sounds almost like a little bit of a coup, right?
It was a
Against
coup.
interesting.
It was a power thing.
So, like, I just assumed that you were coming in and maybe they needed help with booking and you were booking
No,
alongside Oli. Oli was just
no,
done booking?
he was done. So was
Completely on
Brett,
him.
and so was Buzz. Well, Buzz and Brett quit over it.
Wow.
They quit.
I knew that they left the territory, I didn't know why.
Yeah. And a couple of weeks later, Tommy Rich quit.
So what that's I find that interesting because I feel like you'd be booking him well, a guy like Tommy Rich.
Yeah, I had great things set up for him.
Was it just like a matter of principle or something?
It was a matter of Buzz was his brother, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
So I just, I worked the deal out for him where he wouldn't wrestle in the Georgia territory. He had been in the Georgia territory for years, and he had burned his bridge. He really had with the people. He had done some pretty stupid things, being drunk. Different things happened with him and Buzz. One incident, he was on the phone, he was on the microphone at the Omni crying to the fans.
This is Tommy?
Yeah, I don't love you. You don't love me. I don't
Oh, God.
care. Yeah, after a strap match. It was horrible, man.
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, I was going to get him out of the Georgia territory and book him out, but book him out where he would make some really good money. But he didn't want to be booked out. I said, screw that. I'm not doing it.
Man, I wonder if he had it to do over if he would change things.
I'm sure he would because he went up to Memphis and starved to death.
Yeah, you had told me before you never got to work for Jerry Jarrett, but were his payoffs pretty infamous by this
Oh,
point?
yeah. Well, I worked for him for 2 weeks one time.
Okay.
And I gave my notice. And they said, why are you giving your notice? You just got here. I said, I didn't bring enough money.
Yeah, it's man.
It's true.
Jerry Jarrett, very frugal businessman and a hell of a promoter. But it is funny hearing some of the stories. I've always heard about Steve Austin said he lived on just nothing but potatoes for weeks and weeks on end.
Yeah,
Because you just buy a big bag of potatoes and with all your money, and that's all you can eat.
that's it, man.
Oof.
$20 payoffs don't go far.
No, that won't even get you through the night at the bar, I'm guessing, right?
Oh, the bar, forget about that. You couldn't afford that.
You can't be buying the ladies' drinks with that, for God's sake.
No, I never did that.
They came to you with the drinks?
They bought their own.
Oh, okay. Well, man, you got it figured out, Jake. Well, let's keep on going, and thank you for that story because I was going to ask you about how you got into booking, and man,
Yeah.
I did not expect a story. I thought it was just going to be like, hey, they needed help, they're struggling. They knew
No,
I could tell a story. Holy smokes, that's wild.
it was.
Do you think that you could benefit AEW if they'd let you have the pencil a little while?
Absolutely.
God, I'd love to see what
Absolutely.
I'd love to see
I
what you
would
come up
love
with.
the opportunity. Just give me 15 minutes a show. Let me
Mhm.
put something together.
I mean, hell, dude, they've got a Collision now. They've got Rampage. They've got AEW Dynamite. That's a lot of
Yeah,
booking for
a lot of
them.
booking, man. A lot of booking. I know that I can help.
Well, so let's put it out there on them internets. Jake Roberts, I think, would be a
Begging for
huge
that
asset.
job.
He would be a huge asset with AEW.